Oh, clickety click, clickety click. I guess we should get this thing rolling, right? All right. So, we're doing this live. We're, checking out these previews at Adepticon. I think my mic's on. Is my mic on? My mic's on. Hello, is this on? So, yeah, I'm starting the stream a little bit early because, why not? Better sooner than later. Later than sooner. Yeah, this is just filler right now. If you fast forward, it'll probably about at the 5-minute mark from now. So, yeah. So I'll see you all later. No, I'm still hanging out, of course. I mean, we can catch up if we want, right? I mean, if it's been a while since we spoke, let's catch up for a moment, shall we? Wait, what the hell? Charlie Robinson. Yeah, you're loud and clear. Thank you. I was never accused of being subtle. Sorry, I had to move a couple windows around here. So, yeah, we're just checking out the Games Workshop preview. They're doing this presentation, I guess, at Adepticon. And, usually I end up missing these. Ever since about 2015, I've been going to Adepticon. And, I usually miss the Games Workshop presentation because they've been doing them for years. And, yeah, I keep missing them. Somehow I just, I don't know. I just, lose track of time, I guess, and start rambling and, killing time until the actual presentation starts. And so, yeah. So what do we think we're having a peek at? What do you think? What do you think? I know in the article, they post that they are Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, blah 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 blah. I don't quite remember what it all was, but that was a quick rundown, as it were, just as as a kind of quick reminder. Cantor, I always miss them because I'm always asleep. Dominatrix. What? Like, the Gimp's got to go back in his Gimp cage? Is that what you're telling me here? Gimp Dominatrix. Okay. I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to assume it helps you sleep. Right? Is that what I'm probably way off on this. I'm getting the feeling that this is some sort of Oh, Cantor, Tyranid Dominatrix. Right. Gotcha. Yeah, so you're speculating they're going to show off the Dominatrix? Yeah, that's possible, man. That's possible. I mean, yeah, I like it. I mean, why not, right? Tyranids, man, they can just go everywhere with those things, right? Just run with the theme, and yeah. Shogun Ka, William Ka. You get a knight, you get a twin soul knight. Russ Matthews, it's 2 a.m. here. I should be asleep. Yeah, you should be. I should be too. Sophie, sleep. What's that? Who's got a dictionary? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got y'all in the UK. Y'all in the UK. It's got to be goddamn early in the morning for you guys. Jeez. Scott Radom, I'm only here for Ash Wastes. Yes. Russ Sandbag, Squat Eldar Hybrid. Oof. I don't know about that one. Let's turn the sound up a little bit here so we can know when to change channels. Oh,
hello everybody. We are live for this very special Warhammer preview online Adepticon edition. And we are coming to you live from the Rock here at Games Workshop.
I'm going to put myself over that preview image right there.
In the middle of the night / morning.
Is this not
nice and obtrusive?
Well, we're in the UK, but Adepticon is happening live, and they just had basically a preview.
Their audio up a bit.
But with real
Let me know if that's a little loud.
Right there.
That must be nice.
quite.
It's been a couple of years since there's been an Adepticon.
Yes.
Were you at the last one?
I was not. I've actually never been to Adepticon. I've been to quite a few other big events around the world, but Adepticon has eluded me thus far.
Yeah, likewise.
Maybe next time.
There's a couple of our Warhammer community colleagues are out there at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, so
Aiden Daly.
Yep, Aiden is out there. He's going to be judging Golden Demon, amongst other things. You've got Eddie Eccles.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're doing the Golden Demon,
to make sure that
bringing it back, as it were.
Yeah. But you've got us, I'm afraid. So I'm Wade. This is Adam. Hello. You're well met. So very welcome for this Warhammer preview online. Not from Adepticon, but picking up, following on from the great preview that's been held at Adepticon, and lots of exciting stuff to go through over the next hour or so. Do you reckon we've got another hour in us?
I reckon we are going till at least 3 a.m. in our time zone.
Yeah.
Your time zone may vary.
And as this is a Warhammer preview online, before we get round to one of your favourite introductions, I was checking in. We'll get to that. First of all, thanks in advance to Raph.
They're saying
Raph
the outer needs to go up.
wearing a very fetching shirt today.
She looks so bright and cheerful.
It really is. It's like
turn mine back down a bit then.
It's a different time for us to be doing this. And he'll be making sure everything is running very smoothly. Got some excellent images and videos to be sharing with you over the next hour or so. And thanks as well to Notley and our moderating crew, keeping everybody in line, making sure everyone has a fine time in the Twitch chat over the next hour or so.
A fine time.
Adam, as we said, it's a Warhammer preview online.
We're in for a treat, I guess.
Well, normally at this moment, the thing I like to do is thank everybody for being here, because it wouldn't be the same without you, and to ask you where in this wonderful world you are tuning in from. I suspect what I'm going to get is a bunch of letters that sort of connect to states in the United States of America. Type the full word if you want to help out this poor Englishman. And here we go. It's gone wild. I love it. We have got Australia, Wisconsin. That's somewhere in America. Mississippi is going so fast. I can't believe it. Raph, how many people do we have in the chat?
This is slow mode.
But did you miss anything? No, it just started like
telling us
2
where they're
minutes
from.
ago.
It is amazing. Bradford, that's not far down the road. Bristol,
so
I've been there a bunch of times. Salt Lake City, my sister lives near there. There are basically loads of you in loads of amazing places, and it's great to have this worldwide Warhammer community joining.
I'll put myself in the same head.
A couple of you have mentioned that we could perhaps be a little louder. I'm not going to shout, but Raph's going to do things. Wade's going to lean in extra close to the microphone, and we'll make sure you can hear us.
It feels very intrusive.
So what's going to happen over the next hour? Well, we're going to
Tyler
the introductions for a minute, and then what we have is a series of awesome previews, many of which come complete with a fancy video, and we're going to go through them all and then tell you the lowdown on all these awesome things.
Yeah, absolutely. So we missed you at the last Warhammer preview online, Adam. That's myself and Eddie at the
their voice is really low.
Time.
That's right.
We were presenting some.
They're also whispering.
Stuff, so I think we're going to be building on the excitement that was generated. That was
over under on big Exodites reveal. Man, that's long odds, man. Long odds.
Well, Mrs. Troke.
Exodites, no,
was in the throes of. Tropes.
I mean, a year of Eldar would be great.
All went well. Mum and child are both great.
I don't think so.
But let's have a thank you, chat, for the congrats. His name is Dane, and he's like the Stay Puff man already. It's amazing.
Is that a fat joke?
So, enough on my latest miniature. Let's talk about the miniatures people are excited about. We've revealed some of the things that we're going to be talking about. Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Warhammer Underworlds, the Horus Heresy, and I feel there's one more Blood Bowl.
That seems like a missed opportunity.
What in the chat have you come to see? I would like to know. Oh, and as for who is more bold, me or Dane, we are roughly even. He's probably
Hobby Hero. Hello, wanted to watch someone calmer than Valrak.
Not a lot.
I'm not familiar with Valrak.
Around the office,
I don't know if that's a diss or what.
And he refers to March as March Former Crag and gets very Ultramarine oriented. But I know he's only managed
Greenleaf, go to bed, old man. Never.
Adepticon, he's not going to get a lot of time to paint more. So I think if I can just have a blitz.
Zero's happy. Hey, what's up?
Before he gets
Every
back,
people?
That'd be quite funny.
What's
so I started building heavy intercessors today to out Ultramarine Nick and therefore claim the title of Chapter Master.
Okay, I'm going to move my picture over the preview window again.
Give him a big hand. I think you're falling into his trap, though, because I think Nick.
It's all a scheme.
We're live with Kris by satellite.
Misha Ben Toby came to see Wade.
Do they even say that anymore? By satellite
news. We've got people who are excited about somebody's hoping for Ash Waste. 40k, 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 says T money less. I saw some people getting excited about the Horus Heresy. Thank you, Realnir. Coming to see Adam. Realnir is my friend from California land. It's lovely to have you in the chat.
Is that what they call it? California land?
What have we got? People are hoping for orcs. I think there's been a lot of orcs. You never know. Well, I know, but You don't yet.
I'm a
Bryce
hero.
increased his volume.
He just curses
Wade
a
is
lot,
softly
says mean
spoken.
things. You
I am.
seem
I can
chill.
certainly project. that,
I'm
Raph.
mostly
For
chill.
me to move the microphone closer to my
mostly
face in
chill.
the first instance.
But I do
Raph,
swear.
I can do that. I've done that. Adam is a booming stentorian individual, and he's
LOL,
much
you're
more
on
used
TV.
to these
I'm on
Warhammer
TV,
Preview
yeah.
online shenanigans.
Hi,
I've
everybody.
been used to live streaming from my
Hi,
bedroom
Mom.
for the last year or so in the lockdown times. But I can match Adam volume for volume. That's all good. We've got plenty to talk about, plenty to shout about.
Yeah,
Also,
always
pacing
turn up your
ourselves.
volume.
We know what we've got in the hour or so ahead of us. Lots of exciting things. There's going to be a lot of whooping and hollering. It'd be great to be doing this preview, knowing what we've got coming up in front of a live studio audience, because we could feed off the enthusiasm. But I'm sure we'll see plenty of excitement in the Twitch
That's
chat.
actually an idea I like. Maybe we could arrange it one day.
Hobo from Zozo. Hello all, I've made sure to eliminate any expectations on my part. I used to be excited about Heresy, but not anymore. Why not?
Somebody is digging your beard away, by the way, which is always nice.
What
so
soured
asked
you
me, what hobby
on
I've been up
Horus
to lately.
Heresy?
I've managed to
I don't
do
play it
1.5
myself, I'm
heavy
just
increases
curious.
in the last month.
Spite you,
I've
nowadays
been
it's just
finishing off a
Zoom.
number
Oh.
of little projects that I'd started and not finished because I got distracted by other things. And I think when I was with Eddie doing the LVO preview, I said I was
Boys,
working on some
boys.
objectives for my Orc army.
Just
That's
show
one
us
of my
our
latest projects,
toys.
Just doing little 40k objective markers or little agenda tokens, things to represent particular objectives in games I'm playing. Hobby dollhousing, grim dark dollhousing is what Peachy calls it when we talk about stuff on Hangout and Hobby.
Rezio. What up, monkey?
Various little ammo
Nothing.
crates and
Just chilling.
Orky uplink,
Checking out the
Orky teleport
previews.
homes, all that sort of good
Everybody's having fun
stuff.
at
The Tempest of War
Adepticon, and
cards
I'm
up for
not.
pre-order this weekend. I was going through those cards.
I'm
and
not
all the various
salty
ways
at
you
all.
can resolve match to play games, some cool little tokens. Just making weird stuff that I don't really need, but I just want. That's mostly it.
Very good. Right. Well, so
We're
we
getting
have
close.
a few minutes, just like 2.5 minutes left before we will punch our first video.
2 minutes. What
The chat is saying that we've got some echo.
Hobo. I still
I'm
like
sure
the
I'm
background.
seeing
It's just the
everything's
treatment of
fine.
the system
No,
and
it's a big
lack
empty room.
of
Well,
local
you see
players.
the
Oh,
corridors of
yeah,
the
I understand that.
no doubt. Full of
The lack of local players
mournful,
definitely will kill your
sorrowful
mood for the game.
screams of
Yeah.
the unrepentant.
Plus, you can't
And
get
watches
to
in the
play,
dark.
and
I'm
yeah,
sitting
I get it.
quiet.
No, I reckon so. That's why they're just watching. They're not chatting.
As far as the treatment of the system, I'm not 100%
Yes,
up
the
on.
brother captain
Horus Heresy
Zeros
rules
the
or
Rock.
anything like that, so.
I got to name this room a long time ago, and so there was only one option basically. We already had a Caliban around headquarters.
Daniel
All the meetings were
CS,
cool
my
names,
kingdom
did.
for
So,
a Dark
whenever I can, I
Mechanicum
try and sit in
Codex.
meetings
Ooh,
in Caliban.
Dark Mechanicum Codex.
Yeah, good times.
Sophie,
Right.
wish I could have gone
Here
too,
we go.
but nope.
So
yeah,
we're
same.
about 1.5
Scott,
minutes
Kris,
out.
do you
Let me welcome you
do you
if
get
you've just joined.
any
There are
kind
thousands
of
you, and
easy
it's lovely
access
have you
to
with
rooms
us.
in a Adepticon hotel?
My name is Adam Drake. This is Wade Price.
no.
We are your hosts. It's very exciting of Warhammer Preview Online, where we will be covering a suite of
Excuse me.
Warhammer-related things.
Sorry if that was loud for
We
everybody.
are very, very glad to have you with us. I think it's probably time
Should we just get into it?
to
Oh,
get
we're
into
gonna-
it.
Should we just get
We're
into
gonna
it?
get into it.
Raph, can you please run the first video for us, please?
Oh, we're getting into it. Hold on, boys. We're getting the same damn trip. Oh, nomads. Sweet. Oh! Giant bugs! Giant bugs! That is freaking cool, man.
Boom. Necromunda.
Loved it.
That is very exciting, Wade.
Yeah, absolutely.
me-
So this
let
was
me
one of the
move
things that
myself
was
again here.
revealed or
There we go.
announced, teased, first hinted at the LVO Warhammer preview.
That's,
online a couple of months back. Now we've got the entire.
That's pretty
box set
exciting.
to go through because it is a complete boxed set. We're going outside for the first time and getting to meet these guys. So I think on Monday, the beginning of this week, we saw the first Ash Waste Nomad from the Necromunda Ash Wastes box. So this is the first sighting of these new plastic Citadel miniatures, a brand new gang to go and play Necromunda with, who live outside. They've foregone all of the security and safety of Lord Helmor's mankind ministrations within the hives of
that's
Necromunda,
pretty cool.
and they eke out an existence out in the irradiated wastes. And honestly, the Ash Wastes are pretty much.
I like that
every
you
part
can,
of
you know,
Necromunda
see a lot of
that is
other
within a hive,
influences
which
on
is
the design.
most of the planet. There's an awful lot of humans crammed into the hives. There's an awful lot of hives. There's an awful lot more Ash Wastes altogether. So this is exploring an aspect of Necromunda that we've known about for best part of 30 odd years,
Joe,
but never really
total
got the chance to
Borderlands
explore,
vibe. Yeah.
and certainly not to the degree of detail that we're going to see it now. So this is the biggest thing to happen to Necromunda since the new edition of the game that came out 5 years ago, I think it was.
I think that's fair to say.
Yeah,
and
this is really cool.
We've been excited about the Ash Wastes for a very long time. It's not an area that we particularly explored. There was some Ash Waste stuff.
Yeah, I dig it, man.
In like a Necromunda magazine for Fnatic, I think.
Yeah, and so it's
those are
very
really,
nice to
really
see
cool.
more, and perhaps an
I
even less
totally
pleasant
dig
place
these.
to dwell than the hive itself. A bleak and unforgiving environment, and these are the Ash Waste nomads themselves. Right.
Lots of cloth, lots of textures,
yep.
crazy doodads.
Yeah, they look absolutely superb.
Wade is now going to waft the box.
Stay at this. So an enormous box.
Holy shit.
Beautiful artwork on the front. Brand
That's a
new
big
Ash
frickin'
Waste
box.
nomad gang.
That's
rocking
probably like
around
the,
inside it. Plenty more
Dark
to be
Uprising
seen as
box.
Well. So as we were just saying, this is the first time to get to see the Ash Wastes nomad gang. We saw the first nomad revealed on Warhammer Community at the start of this week, and we've heard about them
Not too
before.
bad.
They're part
Not
of
too bad.
The lore of Necromunda, the game, the setting.
I like it.
for about 3
Trikes
decades
against
now.
bugs?
So we're now
I'm
going
in.
to see the first
I'm in.
brand new gang.
It's not
Awesome. And these
not a
Ash
hard
Waste
sell
nomads
on
are by
this-
no means the only
this
thing
guy.
you will find in Necromunda
Yeah.
Ash Wastes. You also
Look
have
at
the
the bugs.
Dustback Helamites, who are ridden into battle. Think of them as like giant radioactive, almost fleas?
So they're described as macro insects.
Macro insects.
So macro meaning large, insect meaning insect. But yeah, they're just enormous irradiated bugs. Because
Hobo
walking
from
around
Zozo.
millions
Cool
upon millions of
cultists?
square
Yeah.
kilometers of
They
irradiated
would make really good
poisonous
cultists,
desert
eh?
full of chemicals and heavy metal oxides that don't really
Probably hear
go away
Desert
anywhere.
Raiders
And
kill team?
terrible
Yeah,
ash
Desert
storms
Raider
that
kill
whipped up
team,
The
yeah.
whole planet is.
Oh,
It's not
man, yeah,
quite
like
a
these-
death world. It's not quite a forge world, but it's reasonably
I just,
inimical
I
to
mean,
life
like,
altogether. So
unfortunately, I
you
can
even
see
the
some
Ash
of the
Waste
rider
nomads who
being
live
part of
out
the
there.
bug, you know?
They've not like adapted
But
to it.
yeah.
They've got rough and ready rebreather equipment, but they've kind of made a life.
Kim,
with
yeah, it
the
looks about
critters.
the size of
They're
the
not
Dark
a
Uprising.
fauna,
Yeah, that's
not
what it
quite
looked like.
megafauna,
Same
but
thickness.
Pretty
Ooh,
big bugs
jeez Louise.
altogether.
Nomads have a very
And
sand
of
people
course,
vibe.
they
yeah,
are not the
yeah,
only
Sophie,
thing.
yeah.
We have Morehouse Orlok, the best of all the houses. And here they are, the
Fucking great
Orlok
models,
Outrider
right up my
quads,
alley, yeah.
which quite frankly look amazing.
Yeah,
Look
look at these
equally
things.
equipped to both ram you with great big spiky prows, or give you the good news with heavy bolter or exploding harpoon.
That's pretty much the state of it. If you saw bugs the size of those dustback helamites crawling around,
These
out
these
in the
models
irradiated
have a
ash
very
wastes, you'd want to be able to
squat
shoot them and get
vibe.
away
Anybody remembers the
pretty
squat
quickly as well,
trike?
I would say.
That's what this
So
feels
This
like.
is the edition of Necromunda that's going to introduce vehicular combat. So rules for
Razio, those
moving
insects
around
offend you?
and fighting.
Legit
in
revolted by
vehicles, very much like
most
these,
insects?
not
Yeah,
exclusively.
yeah.
These Outriders, other vehicles will be available, but that's the sort of thing that you need to keep pace with those dustpack helamites running around the place.
Helamites?
And to make a life for yourself out in the wastes. We know from existing Necromunda background,
Yeah,
House
those are
Orlok
cool.
runs the roads. They've got those road gangs. They work with the Guild of Coin, who are
I mean,
responsible
how
for
many people
making
out there
sure
right now
everything moves around
are
in
wondering what they
Necromunda
look like
the
all
way it should.
bald?
Necromunda thrives on trade. Hive Primus and all of its clan houses are reliant on goods coming in from other hives and other places around.
Aaron, those
Necromunda
quads are
to get
screaming,
off-world
"Orc me, baby!"
through the
Yeah.
Hive Selene, and then distributing food and stuff that comes in from off-world through the roads to the other hives. So
Yeah, these are really
Outriders
cool.
are representative of the sorts of gangs who might venture out from the hives into the wilds for money. That's the only real reason you'd want to go out there, I think. And then the Ash Waste Nomads are the sorts of folk
It's pretty
that
interesting,
have made
too,
a
that
life
this
for
is a
themselves out in the
standalone kind
wastes
of
for whatever reason
Necromunda.
that might be.
Now, I guess
Like it's a
the
complete
where
system.
would you fight in the Ash Wastes? Does Raph have the answer? Boom. Well, we have the box.
Yeah.
Has the awesome cover art
Box.
with
Look at the box.
But I think if we go on another slide.
Oh, are we gonna
we're
get a look at the
Here we
terrain?
go. So this
There
is
it
the
is.
laid out contents of the box. Obviously, you
Oh,
can't see
look
the
at
rules manual,
this.
but you're also going to get amazing terrain for you to play the games upon. And as you can see, it's going to be awesome. So you've got a map to play on, which is the sort of grim, grey, irradiated wasteland that is the Ash Wastes outside of the Necromunda Hives.
Oh, I'm not going to lie.
Hab areas in which people can sort of.
I'm pretty excited.
Rad storms, scything.
Pretty excited.
Yeah, as near as you can. Better than the kind of dunes or crevasses that might open up. A little bit more protection.
Sophia,
the
he's
suggestion. Sort of a road in the Ash Wastes there that represent the sort of roadways that you might see the ambushes being fought over by the Ash Waste nomads and the Orlok road gangs themselves. But the box is the complete game. It's not an expansion for Necromunda itself. So if you want to get into Necromunda here and now, well, when the box is out, you get everything that you need to in there.
It's the Tyler templates. Yeah, I know.
That would be
I love these buildings.
40,000 or Horus Heresy battlefields as well.
Yeah, you can see a lot of sort of alternative use for it. We were discussing beforehand, if you look at this big red hab building, it's got the sort of stowage hanging on the side. You can imagine the poor person who's sent out to collect extra tin of beans or whatever it is they have. Excuse me, can you fetch some more? And then fall to your doom 20 feet. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely stunning.
Obviously, as you'd expect from a game, you also have your rules manual, dice, cards, templates, and all the good stuff that you would hope to find to enable you to play your games of Necromunda. If you are already a fan of Necromunda, then this is an absolute mother load of great miniatures and all the scenery you'll need. But this is also a brilliant jumping on point. It's fair to say.
Don't look at me, he said it.
New to Necromunda or just coming in with what you've already got, it's fantastic. And there was a question in the chat I saw: will other games be playable? You betcha they will. Watch this
Hobby Hero. They scale up
more
like
to be seen. You can see from those yellow dice in that picture on the screen now. I've seen someone in the chat saying interesting new dice. The black dice with the yellow designs are the existing Necromunda injury dice. The yellow ones are vehicle damage dice for the skirmish game that is Necromunda. So the same degree of detail that we're already accustomed to for infantry fighting in Necromunda being applied to vehicles and the interactions that they will have with infantry and macro insects and other delights to be found in the Ash Wastes.
Now I'm very curious about if they make the distinction in the rules
background
for
detail
vehicles,
on
the way
setting,
second edition
mostly concentrating on the
rules were
great
different from the way
equatorial wastes, which is
rules.
immediately south of Hive Primus and that cluster, because again the Ash Wastes is of the planet that isn't the Hives.
If you're not in one of the awful places to live, which are the Hives, you're in the other awful place to live, which is everywhere else.
Very, very interesting.
Gotta love it. Right. Well, that was a pretty fun way to start this one off. And as a absolute Orlok fanboy,
I concur.
I wore my Orlok t-shirt tonight. I'm very excited for this one, and the team in the Warhammer.
That's a huge box.
Have done
I have Dark Uprising. Dark Uprising.
The rules look really, really fun.
And the box is like that big. Like it's huge.
Yeah, I think anyone who's been
you could
into
choke a
Necromunda
donkey
since
with it.
like Confrontation days. I was looking over White Dwarf 130, which has some of the original Confrontation background, some of which still exists in the Necromunda rulebook and the background sections. A lot of that has been preserved, updated, represented, and contextualized
or like
in what we understand Necromunda to be now. So I think seeing
kid
that
playground at a
explored,
McDonald's.
going outside of the Hives, will be really exciting for anyone.
Hobby Hero quack.
And just once more for clarity, to answer a question somebody had, if you already play Necromunda and you have any of the existing gangs, they're going to be able to find a place within the Ash Waste as well. It's a new game, but all your existing Necromunda things will be able to be used. Fear not. Right. That was pretty cool, but I think it is probably time to play our next video.
Yes, please. Take us now.
I'm going away. Wait. Thank you, Nima. Okay. Go. They're all Pokemon?
the Exiled Dead,
cool.
the latest warband revealed for Warhammer Underworlds Harrow Deep. Wade, what do you make of this?
So this is another full reveal of something that we've seen one of so far. So I think there's the Arc Walker. That's what those particular types of zombies are called in this warband. We saw the one with the big green hand, that is big green arm, that is definitely not his own.
Yeah,
stitched
onto
the
Borrowed,
yeah, borrowed. Just a bit of an upgrade, just trying it out. That one is Coil, and we saw that revealed on the Warhammer community a couple of weeks ago. But this is the results of some mad experiments from Dauntelos, who is the leader of this warband. You can see in that fetching leather ensemble with a few extra hands, just a few spare hands, so he can give big hands to people who might need them.
Are they hands on his shoulders as well?
They look to be, yeah.
What a wrong.
Well, and he's not
the
got
one
a mouth.
creeping
He's
on
got
the ground,
a very
like the one
peculiar
closest.
sense of what he needs.
That one
and
freaks
what he
me
needs
out a
more of
little.
and what he needs fewer of. But he is a
I'm not gonna lie,
necromantic
I'm
vampire,
kind of freaked
soul-blight vampire, who has been exiled from Shaiish for his peculiar experiments.
Also could be because it's late
A
and
reference to
it's
the particular
post-brownie
force,
time.
the force dynamic that he's been experimenting with, and it seems very
And it's
much like
kicking
maybe Nagash has taken a bit of an interest in the idea
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie,
of
these are
making
scary.
dead things move
Stop
around.
reanimating my dead stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. So he's been exiled.
Oh my
He's
God.
trying to find fortune in Harrow Deep. So this is a very different take on what we've already seen from Dead Walker zombies that we saw.
Yeah,
in
those are really
Warhammer
cool.
Quest Cursed City.
The
last
Magos
year.
dude
And then we've
kind of
got
looks like the
mad
Gene Stealer cult
scientists
kind of guy.
experiments and what has happened to the animated
got hands
dead.
hanging
You can
off his
see
belt,
the
though. I
Not
don't know.
too subtle results of the
But yeah,
arc stuff being hammered into them and the motive force.
a
being
hobby
applied.
hero. They're
The
underwater.
chat is already lit up with that would make a great, and then
Yes.
Dillac
Yep.
miniature,
Yep.
Gene Stealer cult
Yep.
miniature. You can really see the sort of kit bashers out there are going to have a lot of fun. With
Sophie
the
will make a
leader of
nice
this
pinning
particular
kit,
warband,
yeah.
aren't they?
Absolutely so. And
Yeah,
then
something
we've seen
fun.
The Arc Walker zombies.
Lots
with
of opportunity
other
to play
Dead
with,
Walker
like, you
zombies
know,
to flavour
creating undead
particular Age of
flesh
Sigmar collections.
values and stuff.
And I think
You get to play with a
just
lot of
looking at
greens
the
and purples
exploration
and
of that
things like that.
particular
It's a
style
lot
of
of fun.
soul-like vampire in the Mortal Realms. We've seen the Crimson Court for Warhammer Underworlds already, which had more of a classical old world vampire style, something maybe like a reimagined von Carstein family. And then we've seen the soul-blight vampires, soul-blight Gravelords Battle Tome, and the updates to some of those vampiric archetypes in the Mortal Realms, and seeing this kind of mad scientist experimenter, something along the lines of the Necrarch vampires of the world that
Yeah,
was,
that's pretty cool.
but reimagined for the Mortal Realms.
I'll be here. I
Yeah.
saw the old lady at the
company
grocery store. Yeah. Yeah.
assistance
You know what? Yeah.
is a great thing
Yeah.
to see. It'd be fun to see more of that.
Why, do you live close to me?
Undead imagery from the world that was explored in the Mortal Realms, given the freedom to
Maybe
play
somebody's
around with the crazy
cloning
science that
crackheads.
exists in Warhammer Age of Sigmar.
I have it on good authority for those of you out there
Daniel,
who
my
play
D&D crew is
Underworlds
going to
and
be
are looking
scared
for
of
some
those
idea
minis
how
when they
these will
pop
fit into
out.
the
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
They are
Yeah,
an
they're
aggro warband
creepy,
with flex
man.
aspects. Read into that what you like. But apparently positioning with these is the key. Get them all into the right places and then play quite aggressively. Their main strength lies in Dauntelos's ability to control each of the Arcwalkers simultaneously.
I mean, I
Controlling
can
force
easily
dynamic together with
see
his
the
dance
main
dynamic
character guy,
ability.
the guy with the staff.
So expect
a
some,
lot of people
opportunity to
light
sneaky moves
sourcing
and attacks
that
as
orb
Dauntelos,
up on his staff
gets
and
the
coming
most
down
out
on
of
his,
his
his cloak and his
really
shoulder and everything like that. I can easily see a lot of paint jobs looking like that.
Sounds good to me. I think it's fair to say Underworlds continues to be served by just some of the
And then
most
it looks
awesome
confused, yeah,
stuff.
a little bit.
You know, and all of these warbands that appear in Underworlds, they also get data sheets, war scrolls is the correct word, war scrolls to use in Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So I found them quite a nice way to add
Yeah,
that
that's
thing.
pretty cool.
You know, I can tell myself at some point I'm going to use it in a big game.
Yeah, and there are
Hobby
nice little
Hero
painting
for 20
projects as well,
teaser.
nice little palette cleanser. I think quite a few people like just capturing little collections of forces they might not want to commit to even a full Warcrow warband's worth of models for. But
It's how I staved off the urge to do an entire Fire Slayer army. I really find myself constantly on the edge of doing a Fire Slayer army, so I did the Fire Slayer warband one evening just to stave it off, and then contrast paints are really good for their hair. So who knows? Maybe one day. Right. So we are about due our next reveal. Let's have a look at this.
Okay. Couldn't have guessed it was Warhammer music.
Before the Emperor's light, our noble lords fought for the glory of mankind. On mighty iron steeds, they held back the darkness with fire and sword. And now those dark times have returned. Heresy shrouds our Imperium. And so, our knights march to war once again.
Is that?
Ride forth, my lord.
What the hell's that band?
Ride forth into glory. And strike chaos from this realm.
Fuck yeah.
Well, that was pretty cool. Sometimes watching the chat while the videos are going off is an absolute delight. Literally, at the moment, somebody said, "Oh, I wanted chaos," and then you see the switch in that video.
Yeah. Imperial Knights. Oh, lol.
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty grim.
Yeah.
Excellent video. And Raph was one of the chanting voices and the ritual of becoming.
I usually don't get fired up about chaos stuff, but that thing is pretty darn cool. I just really like that whole. Oh, let me get rid of my picture.
This is the new Knight Abominant.
Look at that
so
thing.
good. He's got carrion on its shoulders and massive.
I like the horns.
And kind of references some of the classic epic chaos titan miniatures with that big metallic set of tentacles mounted on the arm and the big lashing tail and the big Volkite carronade weapon mounted on the arm. And the thing's a Psyker. Got a Psyker Chaos Knight. And it's absolutely riddled with chaos nastiness. So it's an upgrade frame for the existing Chaos Knight. You can see that distinctive back-jointed dog leg
darn
that
cool.
the Chaos Knight kit has compared to the more noble and upright Imperial Knight, but absolutely festooned with gribbly nastiness.
Very good. I'm just going to address the sound for a moment. The chat seems relatively divided on whether the sound is great or the sound is terrible. From our end, the sound seems fine. So if we're having trouble and you're struggling to hear us, we can only apologise. However, we've done what we can right now. So maybe turn up your volume while we're on, and then maybe just nudge it down when we get to a video.
But the bees,
we'll keep monitoring it from our end. But as you can see, the chat is divided. Back to the Knight, as Wade has said.
Yeah, that thing's pretty damn cool, man.
Of a kit, and further supplements the.
I'm not much of a Chaos player these days.
To the Chaos Knight armies. This, however, the Knight Abominant is not alone.
That thing's cool though.
He says, and then watches Raph. Boom.
Oh,
we also have new war dogs
head.
to accompany the Chaos Knights to their rampages. This is the Carnivore.
The War Dog Carnivore with a K. Got to love that.
Carnivore.
Obviously close combat, tooled up war dogs. So war dogs are the chaotic equivalent of
Eldari, what's
smaller
happening?
men-at-arms to the Imperial Knights.
That's really cool.
Nobility, and this one tooled up for close combat, festooned with extra spikes, skull trophies, and proper stabby, gribbly bits.
I'll be here, oddly cute,
Change
Adam,
up some
War
of the
Dog,
silhouettes of some of the forces in your existing Chaos Knights collections. Those who've been collecting fallen households.
What are the Mechanicus ones called?
Kind of renegade knights. Knights who have maybe renounced their vows, crossed out their heraldry. The Abominant, the War Dog Carnivore, some of the others are further along the spectrum of fully committed. They've lent into the fact that they've thrown in their lot with the dark gods of chaos. And they get spikes growing out of their shoulders as a consequence. What's not to love?
Exactly so. Right then. Of course, to accompany new models, you need a new book, and both Imperial Knight collectors and Chaos Knight collectors have a reason to rejoice, for 2 new codexes are on their way. One for the forces,
Armiger, that's it.
And indeed Mars, and the other to the dark gods of chaos.
Absolutely. So anyone who was excited by the prospect of Imperial Knights from the beginning of that video gets.
But will they say anything about Dark Tide in this video? Dark Tide,
Codex
the video
Imperial
game?
Knights, as well as Codex Chaos Knights.
I don't
Whatever
think
kind of
so. It's
space
not
marines
something
you
they
want to
normally
kick,
would address.
there is a book for you. with
Not in
knights
these kinds of
appropriately
preview
tooled up
kind of
to them.
reveals.
I love the shot.
Oh,
of that.
sometimes they
Looks
do,
like a
though.
Warlord Titan in the background of that Imperial Knights Codex as well.
I was going to give
Sophie, the
all
War Dog
props
looks
to the Chaos Knight, who appears to
good
be just
match for
methodically
your Elder
chainsawing
Knights.
to
No, it's
a,
too
a
small.
Redempted Dreadnought.
It's like
Yeah,
that
I'd say he can.
little doggy thing was about
Haven't seen much
like
of
Dreadnought
It's a sad
sized.
end for Redempted Dreadnought. I've seen a couple of them killed in bad ways lately.
Yeah.
The one got sort of absolutely breached by
Yeah,
the
I've got to
Avatar
hope we're getting a
in,
jetpack assault marine. My Blood Angels need something new. Yeah.
So there will be an army set
Oh,
for the
look at
Chaos
that.
Knights. So the first place to get hold of the Codex and the Knight Abominant and the War Dog
look at that.
Carnivore is going to be the Chaos
It's an
Knights
army set, so it's probably what,
But
3
all
or
the
4 of
content
them?
will be released separately.
Usually a big
after.
box deal like this is usually,
with the army
the
sets.
savings of one of the things.
You still working through your Black Templars army set?
Yes,
maybe
so
it's a couple of
progress
knights
was
and a couple
somewhat
of
delayed
little
by
fellers.
the arrival of the boy, but yes, so I've built almost everything in it.
Very,
Quite
very
looking forward
cool.
to a full-on painting bonanza. I just need to beat Nick Baton on March from a Crag first, if I can.
That's very,
Have
very
you got
cool.
any knights yourself? Any of
I
your
do. I have
Oh,
2 Imperial
forgot
Knights
to turn
in my
myself
collection,
back on.
both free late.
Turn myself on.
Crucible of Wrath, who's been in Whitehall in the battle report. So that's a Knight Paladin, and then I have a Knight Megara, which is like a Forge World upgrade kit with a can't remember the name of the gun.
Joe, yeah,
He's
not
a-
going to lie. Yeah,
It's massive.
talking
Thank you.
about
A lightning
more
cannon.
Eldar stuff.
Shouting
I think
from
they're
the
going to give us a
sidelines.
little bit of a break. The hype
And, yeah,
for
I only
Eldar
did
seemed to
both
go
of
for
them.
quite a
Two
bit.
massive games
And
they
so I
come
think
out
if
with,
it
Strike
continued,
Force.
I think everybody would be like, oh, but,
Good to know.
you know. And I don't think so because
Somebody
the
else in the
Codex
chat
doesn't
have
have it,
Megara.
right?
Honestly, I think
So-
the head on that is one of the best.
That's why I'm a little
So I get
skeptical
quite
of it,
excited when Imperial
you
Knights
know.
come along. One day, I think I would like
Because
an
it was
army
all,
of
you know,
full
all that
quality.
filming and everything like that is done during a certain period and then
Flying
goes to the
circus
printers
or-
and all that,
yeah,
right?
you
So
know, everything's
timetables
colour
and stuff, right?
The muster of free blades or dread blades for the Chaos Persuasions, if you like that sort of thing. Yeah, I need to get a Chaos Knight
Kim, you're gonna
sorted
get
out
it?
for
Oh,
my
crazy
Khorne
man.
collection.
Crazy.
Working on orky things. I
Crazy.
fear if I start building a knight, I'm just going to orcify it and make it a black sword
Orcify.
instead.
Orcify,
So the army box,
Chaosified,
someone's asking in
Imperial
the chat, has 1 Knight Abominant and 2 War Dogs and the Codex and a transfer sheet. Cards, yeah, data cards as well. So kind of standard army set offering. But more details will be made available.
Hobo, I
as
wonder
with
if you'll
everything
import them to
today.
Titanicus?
Keep your eyes on the Warhammer community website in
Why not? I
hours
mean,
and days and weeks
because
to
like
come.
once they have it all in
Closest to the
3D,
releases
right?
of
They
all
can
these things.
scale
Sometimes
it.
we're just
you know what I
announcing
mean?
these things for the first
However
time.
they
I
make
think
it.
the Imperial Knights Codex, that was the announcement of that. That was cool. Some of the things we're revealing more than have been seen or said before, but this isn't the place to say when they're coming out, because that's tempting fate, really, isn't it? It's a little distant still at this point in time.
Very good. Right. So, we've talked Imperial Knights. I can see Raph is getting ready to rack up for the next. He's given us the nod. We'll be back after this.
Norse. Love it. Love it. Oh, these are awesome looking. Daddy lightning. Oh yeah. Don't even know what the little piggies are about, but love it. Love it. Love everything about it. What? Question 1. Wait, we're coming right back. Wait. What? No, don't leave me hanging, boys. What? Sophie, yeah, I want those. Yeah, I know. All the wanting, right? All the wants. I have all the wants. I have all the wants, or I want all the wants. But does that only lead to more wants? The word wants has now lost all meaning. Hobby Hero, yeah, I love Blood Bowl. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like, we're taking an actual break? Okay. So, let's go here. There we go. Something like that. Okay, I'm gonna turn this shit down. Seeing break, apparently. Oh, my job's so hard. I'm streaming. Ah. Eldari, I want a beer boar. Yeah, beer boar. Yeah. Russ, do you think it's wise to buy the current rules book or wait for 10th edition?
Hopefully, helping fix some of the audio.
Have not been playing since 8. Oh no. Yeah.
Let me know if it has
back.
worked.
Oh shit! Hold on.
You.
I'm all fucked up now.
Otherwise, of course, we just saw the reveal of the awesome Norse Blood Bowl team, and there's a lot to like here, Wade.
Yeah, it's a fantastic looking team. This is a fan favourite, I think, the Norse Blood Bowl team, the Norse Rampagers.
Yeah, these are pretty damn cool looking.
When the Norse team was essentially, it was a human team, and they all had armor 7, and they all had block, and there wasn't really too much about them. And they've evolved, they've grown, and they've got some fan favourites still. They've got the Valkyrie, they've got the Ulfrierna, they've got beer balls
so
now.
good.
Yeah, there's a bit of my brain that's already
these look pretty damn
somebody failed the test of Morkai
ass.
native. There's an awful lot of conversion
Not gonna
potential in
lie.
these models, I think. But for Blood Bowl enthusiasts, Blood Bowl fans, a brand new team to start playing around with, and a new positional player in the beer boar who brings libations and refreshments to keep those players refreshed and in fine fighting fettle. Helmeted or unhelmeted? Do you prefer your beer boars helmeted or unhelmeted?
I'm definitely in unhelmeted beer boar territory, but any beer boar is a good beer boy. Beer boar.
Space Wolves, get out of here.
Also, somebody in the chat said, "What is the team name?" The team name are the Norse Rampagers, and there is some awesome stuff here. I think
Pig versus crab
here is the Valkyrie, one of the special position players.
I never added that feature.
Valkyries are notoriously useful
I
on
don't
the
even
pitch.
know if commands will work on YouTube.
Fast, and in fact, they're fast, they're agile, and the sort of player that you expect to do your sort of running, catching, throwing shenanigans, while everybody else just crumps the enemy.
Yeah, they're superb. But this,
I like this dude.
The old Werner.
He's got his drinking horn just tucked into his belt to make sure.
Could that be any more of a fucking space
too
wolf?
long?
Like
and pointy, sharp nails. On.
Like, could it?
Yeah,
possibly.
Savage, as you might imagine.
I mean, just swap out that shoulder pad
and when he gets into combat.
What else?
Just so many kit bashes.
Ooh, controversial hot take in the chat.
It's very cool. I love the one on the left.
Super good.
I like the helmet.
Agreed. And here we are, chat. We need to know helmeted beer boar or unhelmeted beer boar. Where does it lie?
Unhelmeted.
And it is worth noting these are not like turn reroll counters, anything like that. These are positional players. I think they're 20,000 GP for your team. They're not going to hit the hardest, but they're going to be very useful. So I think when Blood Bowl fans see the roster, they'll be delighted to see what they offer.
Anybody arriving and just looking at the chat now will wonder what is happening.
Space Wolf nighttime
people around the world shout helmet/no helmet
after hours
into their text boxes.
When they're sitting by the fire together.
Beer boar has it, but as we said before, every beer boar.
Yeah, hobby, you vote helm. Yeah.
Saying that is quite
the helm is cute.
I'm not going to lie. So there we are. I mean, an absolutely delightful.
I would not absolutely be shocked at all.
An upcoming team for Blood Bowl.
If
the team down in the mines of the Warhammer.
If that came out as a fucking plushie,
the corn team.
That's a total plushie right there.
Total. As a diehard human.
The one with the helmet. The one with the helmet. Total plushie.
Lured by these extra teams.
Yeah, it's exciting to see.
And if they don't do it,
Bowl teams into new territory.
Then the
so all those new rules when the team becomes available, be able to check those out in an accompanying Spike magazine to go with it as well. So good.
So we have toured through. We've been through the grim darkness of the 41st millennium with some Necromunda. We've visited the Underworlds. We've seen some Blood Bowl. It's probably time to go to the Mortal Realms for a minute.
Go to the Mortal Realms. Who's mortal?
This is the era of the beast.
No, it's not.
Thondia, the greatest of Gur's plains, has changed.
He's lying.
The god of earthquakes walks the realm, and the very ground lashes out at those who dare settle it. Not all is lost. Dawnbringer crusades strike out farther with each passing day, bringing Sigmar's order to these untamed lands. Every step yields new and terrible dangers. Tremors shake the earth, and monsters tear down cities.
Is that the steps of Moria there?
Amidst it all, something stirs in the mountains of the Krond spine. The Realm Stone is alive. warped by arcane power, and it stalks the mountains with primal fury. Gur has awoken, and it does not want us here.
What the F is that? I don't know why I said F.
So,
just as easily said
Thondia
fuck.
in the realm of beasts. What's that all about, Wade?
So Thondia is
That's really cool, though.
continent in the Gurish heartlands. It's where a lot of activity has been taking place.
Was that all
Gur
just the
recently.
terrain?
Gur, the realm of beasts. We're in the era of the beast in the 3rd edition of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Right now, right
Very,
at this
very
moment
cool.
in time. But Thondia is one of the more settled parts of Gur. Everything within Gur is trying to
coiled
eat
up dragon
everything else,
thing.
and that includes the landscape.
Freaking cool as hell.
Descriptions. But Thondia is a little bit more settled, a
Oh,
little
well.
bit more established, which
Fossil
allows
magic?
the building
Yeah,
of
it's gotta be
civilizations
fossil.
such as the great city of
get my mug out of
Excelsis,
here.
and also the establishment of Thondian strong points. So we're going to be seeing a bit more of an
Thondian.
exploration of the realm
Thondian.
of beasts, and particularly
Sounds like-
Thondia itself.
Sounds
We'll
like
look
Mike
at
Tyson tried to spit
establishing
something out.
outposts in the realm of beasts, in the era of the beast.
Sophie, nice
Thondian's
model, but I don't
got
think I'll
some
rush out and
scenery
buy it.
kit.
No.
I mean,
Although
this one.
that's
Yeah, so this
Pretty
set
darn
includes
cool.
a number of awesome terrain pieces for you to use in your game. Frankly, whenever I look at these things, all I can think of at first is how much better my cabinet is going to look as I put models on them. But here we have the Cleansing Aquilith, which I can give you a little bit of a lowdown on. It's a structure typically built within Sigmarite strong points, and a floating megalith provides safe drinking
Yeah,
water.
I'm not gonna lie,
Also
that's pretty damn
slowly
cool.
Cleanses the,
It's pretty.
the
I mean,
area
Sage
around
of
it
Sigmar,
with
you know,
the
they're still
magic and things
establishing
that
this
seep
shit,
into the
right?
land.
So,
Unless you were to
you know,
be
of course, it's always going to feel
Make
very
it
heavily
over of
borrowed,
blood,
Yeah,
but
good.
that's pretty damn
emerging
cool.
from- yeah, very sinister. Yep, and then we have the Megadroth remains.
This, I think, is going to work its way into quite a few collections and quite a few cabinet shelves, as you say. I know Raph was sizing it up and trying to work out.
Like that could just as easily be part of a 40k.
Maybe the skulls of many
terrain
giants
setup.
littered around it.
Dremel away the skulls.
Yes.
And, you could,
It's got skulls, it's got,
assume that
you know,
you've fighting
bone.
over the corpse of some giant beast.
It's got all the, you know,
Pretty
the
effective
texture.
palisade.
For context, that is 12 inches long, give or take.
12
So
inches.
That's a sizable piece of terrain.
Absolutely.
And then perhaps
There was a joke there somewhere. I
from
don't know
a
where.
gameplay point of view.
Yeah, look at this thing.
Incarnate of
This
Gur,
is
one of
freaking
those
cool,
ways.
man.
So this is the kind of animated magic of Gur here to let you know it's
Of
not very
Gur.
happy with you being here, actually. I think
Incarnate
all of the
of Gur.
excitement and the attention in the realm of beasts,
Gur.
the wakening up of Kragnos,
Gur.
the siege of Excelsis towards the end of the Broken Realm storyline
Gur.
has angered Gur, and Gur has
Gur.
taken form in this incarnate form.
Take a drink every
This
time
is
he
a kind
says
of elemental
Gur.
type creature that can be used in any armies in
Gur.
Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and this is indicative of the sort of exploration
oh, Gur.
of Thondia that we're going to begin seeing in this
Gur.
season of War book, and that is an absolutely huge.
Russ said makes
feature.
I'd really like
People
Necromunda
will
Spires.
like
Yeah,
all
that'd be
sorts
cool.
of conversions
I
and
don't think
revisions.
we're getting it though. The big one is Ash
Don't know if I
Wastes.
find it as well.
I don't know if you caught that
And
part.
of course,
but,
all
yeah.
this is tied together with a Season of War book. And that is Thondia.
nice, big,
What can we expect in
fat
this? Wade?
looking book.
So there's, as I say, more exploration of the realm Thondia itself.
Oh,
picking up
Bo,
in
hold
the
on.
aftermath
It really
of the
is
siege of
fossil magic?
Excelsis,
Yeah, it's
and all
fossil
the
magic,
excitement
man.
kicking
It's
off
magic in them
the Broken
bones.
Realms. One of my
Come
favourite
on.
features of this is a new Anvil of Apotheosis,
Magic
which
of
we first saw
bone.
in the General's Handbook, maybe the year before last, the last year of the
There's a
second
joke
edition
there
of Warhammer Age of
somewhere.
Sigmar, which are rules for creating your own named unique characters. And they're kind of themed around Gur, but it's for
Gur.
absolutely every
Okay,
faction,
everybody gotta
every
take a
Grand
drink.
Alliance can create characters to add
Come
to their army,
on.
and you can use
Take
them
a
for your opponent's
drink.
permission. You can use them as one of your Path to Glory armies, and there's extra Path to Glory.
Russ
rules
Sandbags,
in
40K
the Season of
end
War as
times?
well, and I think people have been
Ooh,
seeing
40K
the
end times.
Crusade expansions for Warhammer 40,000 and thinking, I'd really like to see some more of that in my Warhammer Age of Sigmar games, and that's what you're going to see more of in this Season of War book and future publications as well.
Very, very
Yeah.
cool.
And here is an awesome shot of just how cool it can all look. I think one of the things that's very nice about this is if you've been enjoying sort of the continuing narrative of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, the exploration of the mortal realms, this is a great opportunity to take your battles into a particular place and play some games that are going to have some resonance with you. And as you say, the Anvil of Apotheosis, for those of us who like getting into the character behind our
Yeah, that's pretty
hero
cool.
models and things, that could be really good fun.
Absolutely.
I'd be nervous.
Awesome.
Oh, look at this.
Of
thing.
course,
Hey,
it
they
is
didn't show
not
this.
all Thondia, although it is a lot of Thondia, it is fair to say.
Say
This is
what?
Ulrak the Drowner, a new
The
model
Drowner? Holy
approaching
crap.
for the Nighthaunt army. What
No
on
guessing
earth
what's
is Ulrak
no
the
guessing what's
Drowner?
happening around this
Well,
guy.
In life, he was a drowner. So in death, he's named Ulrak the Drowner. This is the spirit of a ferryman who took money from people to transport them across waterways, as is the way of a ferryman, but he drowned them rather than, did what he was paid to do. And Nagash admires that sort of enterprising spirit. See what I did there? But has cursed him to carry the souls of the damned.
Yeah, that's pretty damn cool.
That Nagash needs his Nighthaunt spirits taking. So we've already announced that Battletome Nighthaunt is on its way, whispered away on ethereal wings, and we see that the Arena of Shades battle box is going to be introducing the Craven Throne Guard and the Scriptum Mortis that's been talked about on Warhammer Community recently. This is another new Nighthaunt character that will feature in that Battletome Nighthaunt book when that comes out.
My favourite little feature, I was
Hobo here is a cool
digging
model,
into what this is all about. It says these spirits, talking about the sort of wisps swirling around the base. These spirits have not yet become Nighthaunt. All appear to be trying to clamber aboard his vessel, each with a single coin in their hands, as if trying to pay the ferryman.
Do you think he has like a very mellow voice, or do you think he has like one of those low, scratchy kind of voices?
Yeah, you must have had, I don't know, one of Nagash's propagandists telling you what eternal servitude to...
Or do you think he just sounds like Skeletor?
Because I think if you...
I'll get you next time, He-Man!
You sign up to become a Nighthaunt spirit, really, would you?
No, but like so much in life, it's you assume the grass is green on the other side, and then suddenly you're in eternal servitude to the god.
Yeah, I dig it.
An eternity.
It's a cool looking model.
Awaits.
I can't lie.
What to like about this model in terms of sort of the different.
And the thing is
on
like,
one hand,
I'm thinking it's pretty
like
big,
sort of
but I don't think he is that big.
And things all swirling around it, but then you've got like the lovely roses blossoming,
yeah,
sort of, and the sort of vines swirling around this.
Like I'm thinking like dreadnought size, but
dangerously over the
not gigantic.
Boat.
It's a very Nighthaunt feature, isn't it? Those briars and the flowers, the kind of morning wreaths.
I'm not familiar with what he sounds like. I'd imitate it if I could,
but
yet
to become cursed.
Probably sounds like the Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob. Yeah, like I said,
but I'm sure once they
I don't know
if
I can do that.
Dark green black cowl and get properly instituted as Nighthaunt spirits.
Russ said make Starscream voice.
Yeah, gorgeous miniature logo.
Is that what it is?
Starscream. Great to see those different angles.
I always thought that was He-Man.
Different ways of approaching it and attacking.
Or not He-Man, fucking Skeletor.
Project.
I stoically avoid doing sub-assemblies when I paint models.
Hobo, yes. 40 mil base? The one, 60 mil.
Superb.
I mean, it's a big base, but it's not like gigantic, right? I mean, like, he's not on like, the big fuck off round ones.
In the era of the beast, in the realm of beasts, and also the Fondian strong point to establish outposts as part of the Path to Glory games and build on the scenery that was released alongside the third edition of the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Dominion box last summer. That was almost a year ago now. And then also more for the Nighthaunt, the upcoming Nighthaunt release with Ulrak the Drowner. It's pretty cool. For Warhammer Age of Sigmar fans, got loads of great stuff in there.
So, if you are just joining us, I've seen a few people arriving. So far, we have shown the Necromunda Ash Wastes boxed game, which is looking extremely awesome with gigantic.
I don't know who's actually watching this.
And new buggies, gangs and terrain, and it's looking sensational. We've seen things, a new warband for Warhammer Underworlds, a new Blood Bowl team for Blood Bowl. We've experienced.
Despite you thoughts so far, Chris?
And
thoughts
for Age of Sigmar.
So far, I mean, like,
probably time.
I like it. I mean,
be the main event.
I'm not. I wasn't like
Horus Heresy.
really expecting anything. Oh, hold on. Get out of here. Oh yeah, we're gonna get some. Look at Horus Heresy.
I never wanted this. I never wanted to unleash my legions.
Don't be able to get fucked up. Uh-oh.
Together we banished the ignorance of old night. But you betrayed me. You betrayed us all. You stole power from the gods and lied to your sons. Mankind has only one chance to prosper. If you will not seize it, then I will!
Oh man. Not gonna lie, I just got a fucking boner.
From the skies of terror to the galactic rim.
Yeah, 14-year-old Kris has a gigantic...
Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall. Though it takes the last drop of my blood, I will see the galaxy freed once more. And if I cannot save it from your failure, Father, then let the galaxy burn.
He's not angry. I'm not gonna lie. I want Horus Heresy now. I want Horus Heresy. I want all the Horus Heresy.
Yeah, it's very cool. We've seen that a few times, it's fair to say, but we still enjoy watching it.
That was very, very cool.
Watch it again before.
Oh, let me turn. Shit, I didn't even have the volume up on that, did I?
Where do we begin? An incredible cinematic trailer
you guys can watch
for
it
the
on
Horus
YouTube
Heresy,
anyway.
showing some sense of the scale of carnage
Yeah.
across the galaxy by Horus Lupercal.
Well, and I think as the War Master pointed out, he didn't want to. It was the enemy's fault.
Somebody in the chat summed that up nicely with, I never want father. I never wanted to unleash my.
Yeah, that is an interesting
that
one.
Was a lie.
Hobo.
He seems to be enjoying himself.
Yeah,
there's a lot of unanswered
A lot of
questions
Mark
in
6.
that video.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, and there is a logo. There you go. Raph has changed what's on the screen, and I got excited. So
What's going on?
Warhammer, the Horus Heresy, upcoming this year. Going to be awesome. It's a new Horus Heresy game.
I don't know what's going on here.
If you are familiar with
Boys,
Horus
what's going
Heresy, as it exists now.
Or
you
that's the
will have
official
some sense
Warhammer,
of
the Horus
it and
Heresy.
its scale, and the team have been working extremely hard.
Oh, does this mean that they're gonna
We'll have a little bit of
make
a
like
tease and
proper plastics
a
out of
glimpse
all this
of
stuff?
what might be coming in that boxed game. So first of all, as the chat rightly
What does this mean?
surmised, marks
Or is it just
Space
all?
Marines, the
No, it's just
greatest of all
Warhammer.
the armor marks.
You know what I mean? It's that whole branding trip, right?
it's a fine armor mark.
I'll be here. The whole logo looks like you. Yeah, a little bit,
Space
right?
Marines are going to be a thing.
But you just a little
the
card
bayonets,
or title card, yeah.
Everything.
I mean, it's cool and all,
Yeah,
but
the detail, the
okay.
poses,
It's really great.
this is really
it's
cool.
absolutely stunning. So yeah, this is but one of a lot of exciting models. I think people in the chat still trying to work out, is this a video game? Is this a movie? What's going on here? This is the announcement of Warhammer, the Horus Heresy.
This is
Horus Heresy
fucking
miniatures
can't even do
game.
it.
People might be familiar
Democracy
with. I think
Manifest.
differentiates it from the Horus Heresy, the Black Library novel series, which has the same name. So this is the miniatures game.
Yeah, Spite you. Are they bringing Horus Heresy from Forge World to the Games Workshop? Is that what it means? Because because usually it's Warhammer Age of Sigmar, right? It's Warhammer 40,000.
The things that existed in the 31st millennium fighting the wars
And so
of
this is
Horus Heresy.
Warhammer, the Horus Heresy.
You can expect to see leading that fight.
And you also maybe got a clue of at least one of the other models. That
Oh,
will
he's
appear
cool.
Inside that box game. An incredible Praetor with some really sort of unusual and ornate detailing on his armor. Looks fantastic.
Got those bonding studs
Yeah, that's cool.
to face incoming enemy fire and plenty of jewels about him.
That's really cool.
Red slits and the pupils to represent the Eye of Horus.
I
Shows
cannot
allegiance as a
lie.
Son of Horus. But maybe he's
That's
not a
really
traitor
cool
son of
looking.
Horus. Maybe he's a loyalist son of Horus. They did exist. And this is the sort of thing that you can collect and fight over in the Horus Heresy game.
Very good. I've seen the chat, various people screaming their allegiance to various legions as well. One presumes, Wade, you remain a staunch loyalist towards the World Eaters.
Loyalist is maybe not the right word.
Loyal to Angron, I
Yes,
suppose, is probably
yes, because the World Eaters is the best. Yes, that's still the case. I'm reliably assured that that is still a fact of the matter in the new edition. Yeah.
well, that they're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
that's
thankfully,
really
we
cool.
don't need to even debate it. The Emperor puts them in literally rank order. So, First Legion is the best Legion. Yes, a lot of people are asking, is this plastic? Yes, that Legion Praetor is plastic. Yes, the Mark 6 Space Marines are plastic. Yes, there will be a whole bunch of more plastic models, which no doubt in the lead up to the launch of this new boxed game for the Horus Heresy, you'll be seeing all sorts of things. I think the logical thing to do right now is just play the video
Yeah,
again.
please. Can we see
So-
it again, please, Ralph?
Hold on.
They're making me move again. Oh, we're watching it again. Okay, cool. Okay, shut up this time.
I never wanted this. I never wanted to unleash my legions. Together we banished the ignorance of old night. But you betrayed me. You betrayed us all.
Just a scratch.
You stole power from the gods and lied to your sons. Mankind has only one chance to prosper.
Is it me or does Horus sound like a
You
little
will
bit?
not seize it. Then I will.
I fucking love that.
So let it be war.
I'm not kidding.
Skies of terror to the galactic rim.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let the seas boil.
Turn this on.
Let the stars fall.
Let the neighbors bitch.
Though it takes the last drop of my blood. I will see the galaxy freed once more. And if I cannot save it from your failure, Father, then let the galaxy burn.
That's kind of an interesting point you bring up there.
In answer to the question somebody asked in the chat, why show the video again? Because it's awesome.
People will
and
not be
we
very
wanted to
happy
watch
with
it.
the scale boost.
And
Yeah,
the,
if they
the
boost
Rock,
the scale
the
of them.
little studio where we're sat
Yeah.
right now.
I can see a
was,
lot of
reverberating
people
into
getting
discussions
upset
on
with
which was
that.
the coolest bit. I'd be interested in your opinion on which was the
I
coolest
agree.
bit. For me,
I can see that
either
happening.
The Son of Horus running down the slope.
If they
with his
are, like,
bayonet,
noticeably
blazing
bigger,
away.
yeah.
Or it's the scene where you see the Legion just lined up
Don't know,
in
man.
serried ranks and sort of all ready for sort of dispersal or deployment or whatever.
But what does this mean for Forge World?
Mileage may vary. Quite a lot of people thinking that the Titan, the Imperial Titan
like,
getting
or is like
obliterated by
Forge
the
World
last
kind of
was
like
pretty
a
cool.
testing bed kind of thing.
Mortal Cannon, the best.
Try model ideas, and
Like
if people like
the
it,
trailer
they turn it into
itself
plastic, right?
seems like it's
kind of like the
trailer
Bane
for a
Blade and
movie trilogy
Trigon
series, just like
and,
the number
you know,
of
all these
snapshots of very different
larger,
battle zones across
weirder
the
kits,
galaxy
right?
and different scales of warfare, all the way down to the realism, the verisimilitude of the recoil on the tanks firing on the move, the Titans stomping, the Titans destroying stuff, getting destroyed by the orbiting lance strikes in return. Yeah, absolutely.
Hobby, making filler. Yeah, a little bit, right?
I've watched that a few more times.
So there have been a few questions about some of the nature of this. So if you are familiar as an existing Warhammer hobbyist of the Horus Heresy game right now,
Iconoclast, as long as some of the stuff gets used in 40k, I'm a happy camper. Nobody can
Sigmar.
afford 30k.
And there are army
Yeah.
lists.
Well,
for
maybe
the
that's what
Loyalist
it is,
legions,
you know?
for the traitor legions, and then
Because
some of the
there's
other
so much
factions that,
source material
exist.
in
And
Horus
when this
Heresy
new
that,
edition,
like,
lands.
it's very, very
box
rich.
Game. You can expect much of the same.
But does
New
this
and
mean like it's
updated
getting
with
like
some
a
incredible
whole new
miniatures
rule set
we have
that's more like
just
7th,
started to
and
tease.
they're just
I'm
amalgamating
afraid
everything instead of
it is
because I
not
know like a
within
lot
my
of
gift
people
to tell you
the
full scope
still
and
into
magnitude
it
of what
are,
is within that box.
it's a
other
big
than
bundle
say
of books you
it's
got to carry
looking
around with you.
super rad.
Very much so.
For everybody carrying around
Existing
books.
fans of the Horus Heresy
Anyway.
game will be very familiar with what they do in terms of the game engine itself, but refined, tweaked, and very exciting to play. We had some demo games recently.
It's interesting. Again, like what does that mean for Forge World, or is Forge World just going to do
Lots to
more
look forward to find out
kind of
more
creative
about
things? You know,
.com.
I have no idea. Are they downsizing Forge World? Are they
Quite so.
limited
So I
runs
guess
and stuff?
what remains for us is a brief recap. Thank you, first of all, for joining us. It has been a delight to spend an hour, even an hour that started at 2 in the morning in UK time, talking about some really exciting Warhammer stuff.
It's 2 in the morning for you
We've
guys,
enjoyed
eh?
ourselves.
Oof.
We've seen
Hoof!
Necromunda Ash Wastes, which is super exciting, particularly for this die-hard Orlok fan. We've seen a new warband for Warhammer Underworlds. We've seen Imperial and
when the
Chaos
core
Knights for
creative
Warhammer
team
40,000.
left, it was over.
We've
Oh,
also
really?
seen, let's see.
I don't get
and
too
the
far into
new
the weeds
Sigmar
on
kit,
that stuff, but
for
yeah,
Warhammer Age of Sigmar,
interesting.
the Blood Bowl team, the Norska Rampagers, absolutely fantastic. What else have we got? I feel like
the internet's best kept secret, the new Horus Heresy
Yes,
game.
exactly. A shock to all. And what might be, in my opinion, the best.
Yeah, I can see a lot of people right now on like Reddit and on multiple Discord forums and stuff.
Should we leave the level?
Yeah, I can hear a lot of people losing their shit right
I think
now.
we shall. But before we get to that,
yeah,
thank you very much
I can hear,
to Notley for
I can
moderating
hear
the chat
it right
and
now.
for spending his time making sure it all worked. For Raph for doing the tech behind the scenes and fixing the sound when all hope was lost. Thank you to Wayne for being an excellent co-host. But most importantly, thank you to all of you from wherever you are in the world.
We're done?
For joining us, spending some time, and having some fun. We'll leave you with the answer to some of your prayers.
Huh? What? Oh, a freaking ad popped up. Fuck. Mother. Alright. Let me get out of this. Go back to this. There we go. Alright. Okay. So, we're all done. We're all done. Another massive preview. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. I can see a lot of people right now who are into Horus Heresy losing their shit right now. Just because, is this Games Workshop cutting in on that action, but, you know, of course, increasing the community? Is the rule set going to be kind of like Necromunda, where it's, you know, it stays with an older rule set, and so, you know, Horus Heresy is mostly played within, what, 7th edition's rule set? So, yeah. Why is that name blurred out? Or is that the name? 2 wound chaos, never. Sophie, I like the Ash Wastes and Blood Bowl stuff. Yeah. Yeah. The Blood Bowl stuff? Yeah. Vikings? Come on. Like the North, it's Team Norse. Yeah. It's the Norse team. They're very, very cool. You know, it's the whole Viking thing. Of course, the guy there, the wolfen looking dude, you know, I mean, that's a wolfen looking dude. I mean, he's a space wolf look guy. I thought that was kind of obvious. Hobo. Angron was the first Forge World Primarch, I believe. Nice model, well sculpted. Yeah. Hobby Hero, because that'd be funny. Oh, I have 3 wounds? Yeah. If you were to turn that Horus Heresy trailer into a music video, just like the Mute, and add a song, what song would you choose? Oof. I don't know why, but Never Give You Up, Rick Astley. Yeah. If we're talking about just a singular song playing through the whole thing, yeah, that'd be it. Or if we're taking it seriously now, then In the Navy, Village People. Yeah. Sophie, the free-handed tattoos on the Norse team will be challenging. Yeah. I've done a few videos on doing the tattoos, I think. Daniel, I got a buddy who is going to lose his damn mind at that Horus Heresy trailer. Oh yeah, the trailer, absolutely top notch. Warhammer Horus Heresy, coming to plastics and being its own plasticky thing, very very interesting. Again, like I said, I mean it's pretty cool. Does that mean that Forge World's getting downscaled or getting phased out and right? What does it mean for Forge World? What does it mean for all those large, kits like a Warhound or even a Warhound Titan. Yeah, like a Warhound Titan. Spite you, I bet we're gonna get a nice Horus Heresy box set. Yeah, it'll probably be like, the thick box, like Indominus, and it'll be fucking chock full of sprues, right? Oh no, it'll have to have a rulebook. Horus Heresy is 7th edition, so it still plays with templates. Hobo, if they're serious about bringing the system to plastic, we'd be getting plastic phalanx for Mechanicum or plastic demio rhinos in the new scale. Yeah, that'd be very cool. Hobby Hero, thanks for the show. Definitely gonna check out your channel tomorrow. Yeah. Later, dude. Spite you, Plastic Krieg for the win. Yeah. Yeah, Hobo, yeah, it started in 6th and then moved into 7th. And but I'm pretty sure like it's still widely that's just 7th edition rules, right? That's basically all it is, yeah. Well, I mean, that was interesting. I think we will end her there. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. Yeah. I got no other words of wisdom or final thoughts other than I thought it was really cool. The Ash Waste stuff, very exciting. I like the whole theme of it. The terrain looks really cool and like different. It's a little Star Wars, right? But that's fine. Everybody borrows from everybody, right? But anyway, what the hell's the other shit? Oh, the Chaos Duder Knight. Yeah, very, very cool. The Age of Sigmar terrain. Very, very cool. Yeah, it was all cool. Yeah. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's go to bed. Especially for all you people in Europe. Oof. Oof. Oof.